From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
You got caught.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. We'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Running it again with Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Here we go with Dobbins. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Ritter setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
First couple snaps, first drive of the game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Now first run of the game, Zamir White. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 8 yards to dig him partially out of that hole, and it's going to be 3rd and 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Motioning him from the slot right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Got 3 on the run. That's going to bring up 4th and 4.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Hurst there to grab it. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. We're through 1. Chargers ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they are thinking points. Running left, it's Dobbins. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now, but will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. They'll run here following the penalty. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. About 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be 2nd down for him.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Set to return. Here's Darnay Holmes. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Back to throw now, it's Ritter. That one's on the mark, Jakobi Meyers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Putting a receiver in motion. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying getting that one to Brock Bowers. And now they face second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Ritter to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing from the gun here. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Raiders with the football. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing here, Ritter. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Trying to find Brock Bowers. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. To the air, 3rd and long. And this is another incompletion. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. At the 20. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Holmes now to return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Ritter looking to throw. Diving right side, got it! That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing off the play fake here. Fits it through the middle. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders tie things 10-10. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this one doesn't make it into the landing zone. It comes down shy of the 20, and by the new rules this year, that means the ball is going to be placed at the 40-yard line. Herbert on first down. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. 16 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 50-yard line.
A final throw before the break. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Raiders are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Holmes now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle made by Elijah Molden. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Now Ritter. This ball's cut by Bowers. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Again, this is White. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Ritter. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end is big time. You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Home trips right.
Herbert back to it after the pick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10, Herbert trying again. Finding Hurst. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Davis there to grab it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Herbert throwing again. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's third and 7 now.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
The Raiders go a nickel on this third down. To throw, Herbert. The throw is caught. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to number 1, Quentin Johnston. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
We've reached the end of
the third quarter with the score.
a big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Oh, he missed it! The pressure got to him on that short attempt. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the fourth.
That just stings. You got to be automatic from that distance. That is going to be a tough one for that sideline to absorb.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Jukes out a one-stop, and he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Complete here to Bowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, White. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Chargers in the dime on 3rd down. 6 DBs out in coverage. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he could not get there. They stopped him right at the line. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
They'll run for it with White. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert now, blitz coming. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Holmes now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's White again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule will take some of the starch out of that front 7.
Running back sent in motion. He's back to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders have taken the lead late. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Rager with the return here. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
at their own 30.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
He'll look to throw it. Completed here to Johnston. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chargers will have a first. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Raiders make the play that should win them this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. One of the tight ends in motion left. The give now to White. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. It's White on the give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Got a man. Bowers has it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Raiders nearing a win as he drops to a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key